about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you miss him, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you...
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check 13. Check 13.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Brady now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7. Buccaneers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here we go. Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And job one here, Charles. Just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Check your hungry. Switch. Check. Let me go.
Now Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. Bang, bang.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was running. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 3.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
That's caught by Howard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Play action. Now it's Brady. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
4 yards.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Fournette on the counter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Mark check 33. 33. I got one. Kill. Hey, check it.
Here's Brady. He wants it all for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Complete to Steven Sims.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
Up 2nd and 3 at the Buccaneers' 22-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
On the play.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it.
Brady's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
no gain on the
A
play.
free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. And he'll drop here to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Oh, that was dangerous.
Haskins
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Washington.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes this Washington 21. Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Open man here, Sims complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Logan Thomas there to make the grab.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Buccaneers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation to find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
6-yard line.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
For Terry McLaurin, incomplete. It's 4th down.
Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins slings this deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Michael Badgley.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he floated one out there incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And this is incomplete.
Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Irv Smith Jr.
His second touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Michael Badgley lining up.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Fournette. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself
2
calm.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Steven Sims. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Haskins back to the air. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Mack, draw play. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown,
Washington. A 5-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Washington 49. Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. The drive starts with a completion left side. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Smith Jr.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Intercepted.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
At their own 22-yard line.
They begin with a run by Fournette. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
By Kendall Fuller. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
To throw, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
21.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Complete. He finds Bray. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. This one complete to Scott Miller, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and a couple. Brady escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
There defensively.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now Brady got to have this one. And he's got Miller. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Love again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Mike 45. I got you, Pop.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught, inside the 5. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
At the 3.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to run with Mack, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington 55.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I.
Hey, kind of my power. Hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat crystals. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, how she remember she made it. Met her at one of the friends. Caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about us. They ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?